Manasamangol Pala of the Kachhar district is one of the most popular works of its class. From stone images to folk plays and paintings, it was widely admired by the common people of undivided Bengal and Assam during the medieval period. The district of Kachhar is located in the southernmost part of Assam. The state of Assam is commonly known as the largest tea-producing state in India, and Kachhar district serves an integral part in supporting the state's bulk production. The history of Kachhar is very old, with references even in the Mahabharata, the grand epic of Indian civilization. It is said that the demon princess Hidimba of the Mahabharata, whom the second Pandava Bhima married, resided in this place. Hence the kingdom was named Hidimba Kingdom, in memory of the demoness. During the 18th century, the Kachhari king Shuradharpa Narayan improved upon his capital. These brick-built temples are mute reminders of the glorious Kachhari dynasties. There are two possibilities regarding the origin of the name Kachhar. First, Kachharis gave the name Kachhar when they ruled this land. Second, the word Kachhar in Sylheti means a stretch of land at the foot of a mountain. Hence the name Kachhar might have been given by Bengalis of Sylhet, as mountains surround the land. The British created Kachhar district in 1830 after their annexation of the Kachhari kingdom. One aspect needs to be mentioned here, that after the reorganization of India during British rule, Sylhet was eventually incorporated into Assam, and Kachhar, Karimganj, Hailakandi remained as the territory of undivided Srihatto or Sylhet. In 1947, following a referendum, almost all of the former Sylhet became a part of East Pakistan. But Kachhar, Karimganj and Hailakandi were incorporated into the new Indian state of Assam. Borak is the main river that passes through the district of Kachhar. The Borak Valley is a marshy plain scattered with low hills. A greater part of the Borak's bank is lined with villages hidden in the groves of feathery bamboos. Kachhar's fresh and green look remains the same in all seasons. The calm and quiet scenic ambience of the Borak Valley begat the harmony of culture for a long time. In fact, various local folk elements, taboos, and pseudo-Hindu mythological sources have blended through decades in the customs of medieval Bengal. In present Kachhar, these are observed as the continuance of a folk heritage. Shivir Gajan, or the dance of the god and goddess Shiva and Parvati, during the month of April or Chaitro, is observed here with great fanfare by the inhabitants. Lord Shiva is supposed to be the father of Manasha. The miscellaneous folk customs from different origins have been beautifully mixed together in the present rural cultural trove of Kachhar.
মান্ডবের বয়স 50 বছর 30 বছর যাবত সাধু এই মান্ডব রক্ষণাবেক্ষণ কইরা গেছেন তার দেহ রক্ষা করার 20 বছর তার দেহের সমাধি হইছে আজকে 20 বছর যাবত আমি এই মান্ডব চালাইতে আছি আমার উপরে আমার দেহ রক্ষার পরে আমার সমাধি হইব আমার ছেলেরা কে বইব এটা আমি জানি না এটা মা জানে কেন এখানে মা কথা কইতে আছে আপনি আমি যেভাবে কথা কই সেইভাবে মা কথা কয় কাজে কোন ছেলে নিব তিন ছেলের মধ্যে সেটা আমার পক্ষে কোয়া অসম্ভব
The goddess Manasha becomes the ultimate refuge for the poor rural people to avert the hassles of daily life. Naturally, various taboos are predominant in the social life of Kachhar relating to the snake goddess Manasha. Next, the interest of the fable shifts to Behula that contains the most popular episode. Behula is the daughter-in-law of Chand Saudagar. Her anecdote is grafted partly from folklore and partly from old indigenous mythology. Behula may be considered an icon of the ideal chaste wife of Bengali virtue. She not only personifies the Bengali woman's traditional dedication to her husband, but also her strength and courage is the emotive inspiration of Bengali women. She is adorned as the legendary folk heroine and is one of the main characters of the Manasamangol Pala of Kachhar. During the rainy season, when snakes are most active, Goddess Manasha is solemnly worshipped out of fierce psychosis in the months of July, August or Srabon, March by the Hindu community of this district. This ritual is also marked as the tribute to the chaste lady Behula who offered worship to the goddess Manasha to revive her dead husband Lokhindar. Bengali women observe fasting or broto during the month of July, August or Srabon Shankranti, and they offer milk and bananas to the river Borak as homage to the deity Manasha. It is the regional version of the text of Narayan Dev's Padda Puran. He often has added the epithet Sukobi, or a good poet, to his name. In East Bengal, especially in the district of Moymanshing, Sylhet and Kachhar, his work is esteemed sacred and is always read on the occasion of the worship of Manasha. Nowadays, a composite text is performed in Kachhar. It is a compilation of Narayan Dev, Shoshtibar and Bongshidar. In fact, after Brahmanization during the 15th century, the tribal snake goddess found its refuge in pseudo-Hindu mythology, and upper-caste Hindu poets composed the tale of Manasa as a prototype of the Sanskrit epic. It is customary for the villagers of the Kachhar district to perform the Manasamangol Pala in a week-long recital by folk artists. On the eve of the Manasa Puja, or the day of worship of goddess Manasa, during the Sravani Sankranti, or the day of the full moon in the monsoon, the long narrative is played part by part every day, so that within a week it may be finished. Normally, evening is the ideal time of performance, as rural women comprise most of the singers. An emotional response from the women in the audience comes through the ululation using their tongues, known as hulu or joka, is really a phenomenal part of the Pala. The text contains many aspects of the livelihood of the district, such as the reference of the palatable shidol shutki, or a kind of dried fish. Another variety in the performance of the Pala is the joint recital by men and women. In this performance, traditional folk musical instruments are used, and a rhythmic extravaganza are characteristics of this sort of performance.
আর সান্দের বাণিজ্যের কথা শুনো মন দিয়া আরে শুনো মন দিয়া শীতলের সুঙ্গা সাধু হস্তেতে উঠাইয়া আর দুর্গা বলি সুঙ্গার ডিফা দিলা যে খুলিয়া ডিফা খুলায় চতুর্দিকে গন্ধে ছাইল অন্তঃপুরে গন্ধ তবে প্রবেশ করিল
The folk poet creates this episode with minute details. The cuisinaire art of the Kachhar district is enjoyably reflected here with fun and laughter.
আর লঙ্কায় উদাস কইল শীতলের শীতলের সুঙ্গা লইল ডিফাটি কুলিয়া দিল দুর্গন্ধে চাইল রাজ্য সুগন্ধে চাইল রাজ্য যত দূরে গন্ধ যায় রাজকোষেরা দ্রুত ধায় যত দূরে গন্ধ যায় রাজকোষেরা দ্রুত ধায় চৌদিকে রাজকোষের চতুর্দিকে রাজকোষের
The most amazing and popular type of entertainment of the Pala is the dance recital. While presenting the Pala among the audience, the folk singers of Kachhar effortlessly sustain their community feeling. It is still performed with clay idols of the goddess in the Kachhar district during monsoon with great fanfare. Ashur Bantana, or the enthusiastic expression of welcome for the audience by the singers, is the conventional preamble of the performance of the Manasamangol Pala. It is followed by episode after episode. The traditional earthen drum or khol, the small bell or kortal, the big bell or ram kortal are used when the folk drama Manasamangol Pala is being performed for the audience. Here, the main singer is known as the Ojha. In earlier periods, a eunuch performed this dance recital with his co-singer or gayan. It is known as Ojha Nach or Gurma Nach, or the dance performance of eunuchs. Strangely, the taboos of eunuchs were imbibed into this sort of cult, but now male performers present it. The dance is very rustic, without any variety of gestures. The rise and fall of the emotional temper of the drama makes the Pala entertaining. Generally, it begins in the late afternoon and is performed in a domestic courtyard. The first half of this dance performance continues till sunset. Pala singers, dressed in traditional attire, are not very gorgeous, but have a solemn gravity. But the Ojha's costume is different. He performs the dance according to the rhythm, with two long brushes made of goat's locks. The Pala comprises of narrative, drama and lyrics in a typical pastoral form of the medieval period. Its prologue is in the birth of the goddess Manasha, and the epilogue is the journey of Behula to heaven with her husband Lokindor after reincarnation. When the sun sets, the evening comes down silently. The Palagan or the recital resumes on the saddest note. The anecdote of Lokindore Jion Pala, or bringing back Lokindor to life, now begins.
মহাদেবে বলে গো কন্যা শুনো হব সন আর সন্তুষ্ট হও তুমি পাইলে কোনো ধন এস বেউলায় বলে দেখুন আমি স্বামীহীনা নারী জিয়া দেউকা সবে আমার রূপের মোরারি মহাদেবে বলে শুনো জয় বিশ্বহরি তুমি যাও ছন্দের পুত্র যাও
In fact, this Palagan or dance recital is an oral and improvised performing folk art. It is meant for the masses and it has been enjoyed by them through the ages.
ফদ্দা বলছে বাবাজি
তখন ফদ্দা বলছে যদি আমার পূজা করে রাজা চন্দ্রধর তবে সে জিয়া দিব গো দুলম
Some may feel that the Manasamangol Pala of Kachhar is migratory in nature.
তখন এই মতে শিবের আদেশে পদ্মা জারিতে লাগিলা
আর ফদ্দা বলে
Although it has a written text, yet in every presentation, the principal singer or gayan normally improvises the Pala orally. Therefore, the main version of the text varies from time to time and from place to place.
চন্ডিকা বলে গা তখন কর্ণে ধরি চন্ডিকা রে বলে বিহুলারে বানিয়া ওয়া হাবিনা গ্রাজে বদার হাসনের রতনে সুন্দর বানিয়া
tells the story about dead Lokhinder, the husband of the chaste Lady Behula, who earnestly yearns to revitalize her departed husband. This part is very sensitive and touching. Behula's cry makes an echo in the dark night. The modern version of the traditional Pala is also amazing. Taking its theme from the crudity of folk art, it has reshaped the narrative for a contemporary audience, though attuned to the past.
একটা নগর সংস্কৃতি কেন্দ্রিক আমি একজন নাট্যকর্মী এবং আমার দল, যেহেতু আমি নগরে থাকি, এই আলো হাওয়া বাতাসে আমি বড় হয়েছি, তাই আমার নাটকের মধ্যে একটা নাগরিক মঞ্চায়নের ভাব এসেই গেছে। যাও এই নাও এই এক কোণ বিষ নিয়ে ওই বিয়ার রাইতের বাসরে, লোহার বাসরে গিয়ে যেমন করে পারো তোমার যৌবনে মোহিত করে চৌকিদার গন্ডে একেবারে কাজ করে যাও, ভেতরে গিয়ে ওই লখাইয়ের সঙ্গে ঠেলে দিও, যাও, এইটা আমার আদেশ। যাও, মায়ের আদেশ নিয়ে কাল লেগে নিয়ে যায় সাতালি পর্বত পাড়ে একেবারে গাঙ্গুলিয়া নদী পার হয়ে সেই গো তার যৌবনে মোহিত করে যায় সেই লোহার বাসরের সামনে একে একে সব চৌকিদারদের মোহিত করে যেই না অন্দরে গিয়ে দেখে ও মাইকে গো একেবারে সুন্দর ফুটফুটে দুইটা যৌবন। না 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 আমি 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 পারুম না, আমি তারাকে মারতে পারুম না, আমি কি করে বিষ দিমু গো, আমিও তো মেয়ে লোক, আমিও তো মা, সেই রকম একটা ফুটফুটা যৌবন আমি মারতে পারবো না। তাই তো মনের ভেতর থেকে কালিনাকে কান্দা কয়, ও কান্দে কান্দে কান্না গিনি লগাই রূপ দেখি কেমনে তুমি সিংহবালা লগাই রসে কান্দে কান্দে কান্না গিনি আর এইকেবারে ঘুরতে ঘুরতে মনের অবসাদ নিয়ে যখন ওই লক্ষায় ঠিক পশ্চিম পানে চাইয়ে দেখে খুব দুয়ারে দিয়ে, তারপর একটা জীবনী আসে, লক্ষায় ঠিক স্মরণ তোলে কোথায় যেন তার জীবনের একটু আশ্রয় নিতে চায়। আর এমন সময় সদাগরের মুহূর্তের একটা শিশরণ এসে পড়লে একদম কুলচিহ্নের উপর, হ্যাঁ কুলচিহ্ন ফলাটা পড়ে গেল। এমন সময় কান লাগিয়ে ফাট করে উঠে বললে, কে তুই আমার লাথি মেরেছিস, তুই আমার বংশের ফলারে লাথি মেরেছিস না, তুই সদাগরের তোরে আমি ছাড়ুন না, তোরে আমি দংশন করবো, কারণ তোর রক্তের মধ্যে তো সদাগরের রক্ত আছে রে, তাই তোরে আর ছাড়ন যায় না বলে একেবারে একদম বিষ ওই সিগনা দিয়েছে। ওকে বলে আগো আমার পুরাণ যায় গো, আরে আমার পুরাণ অঙ্গ জ্বলি যায়, আর তোমরা কে কোথায় আসো গো?
The singers of this Pala cannot survive from their performance as it has no commercial value. Most of them live on odd jobs. They fight against stringent poverty. Yet they strive to live for their cultural identity. The Manasamangol Pala to them is their own entity. At the same time, it also provides them aesthetic pleasure in their leisure time. The popularity of the Manasamangol Pala in Kachhar is now at a low ebb. local inhabitants have almost forgotten about this folk play. Moreover, common households cannot afford to offer palagan. Change comes very quickly to our society. Lifestyles in metropolitan and in rural areas are certainly changing. Many traditional practices and creativities are not being followed anymore. This rich heritage of folk drama in Manasamangol Pala of Kachhar is virtually withering away under the pressure of urban cultural aggression and the reluctant attitude of city-bred people.
Zaro warik bar, arik bar zadi le